What's going on? Good afternoon, everybody who is tuning in. This is your man Drake Mack with another episode of the Drake Mack Show. And today I'm actually going to go over the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is going to be my non-spoiler review. I'm not even going to hold you because I don't have that much time. So this is not going to be a long review, just really my thoughts and all of that, taking it all in. I'm literally fresh out the movies not that long ago. I did pull up, there is a reel or what is it called on is it YouTube Reels or YouTube Short? There is a short on kind of my initial thoughts straight out of the movies, so you can go ahead and catch that. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm just going to try to, kind of give you guys my thoughts and all of that. Just kind of just how I felt about the movie or whatever. But the real question is. All right. So hopefully you guys are, normally, of course, you know that I'll normally do this in the morning, but I delayed the morning because I knew I was going to a 12 o'clock showing. I know that I had some time before I had to go get my kids from school. So I wanted to make sure that on this Cinco de Mayo that I will give you my Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 non-spoiler review. Um, I literally just got the movies probably 30 minutes ago. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a very, very well done movie. You could tell that, as far as James Gunn, um, this is the Guardians are James Gunn's baby. You know what I'm saying? He had the task of bringing this group together as far as the Guardians of the Galaxy, because Guardians of the Galaxy, a lot of people don't want to hear that now because of the success of the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the Guardians of the Galaxy, as far as like comic wise, they were not as big in the comics. They had their following obviously because they had comics and different things like that. But as far as like the characters or whatever, if you put them next to the X-Men, people gonna pick the X-Men over the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I mean? Besides Adam Warlock, a lot of people wasn't going out and getting Guardians of the Galaxy comics like that. You know what I mean? But I am happy that James Gunn did a amazing job on these three movies. And this is one of the things that I was talking about him going over to DC, and why you kind of got to give him some grace when it comes to the Superman franchise, his shape of the DCU for his image. I mean, Peter Safran is going to do all the legal jargon or whatever, but it's James Gunn's baby. James Gunn's going to be the Kevin Feige of DC, and I believe that DC is in good hands. So this being his final send off, this is a non-spoiler review. I would just say that this is a self-contained movie. There's not a lot of other things that's in this movie that ties into the grander scope initially, I would say, because of the story. Now, the story in this movie, and again, this is non-spoilers, but the story literally is something that we've seen. If you've seen Deadpool 2, then this will remind you, or a mix of Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. This will remind you of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 if you mash the concepts of Deadpool 1, the theme, and Deadpool 2. It, of course, because Vin Diesel was in this, it's about family. And really, that's all the Guardians of the Galaxy has been about since the initial movie of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Has always literally been about, the family. The family that you don't have is the family that gets created. And that is carried on in this thing. I mean, in this movie, you know, you got this band of misfits that came together, and then you see the fruition of their love, their friendship, their kindness towards each other, the love that they have in their own awkward, unique way, but it's still love. And love looks different to a lot of people, but to them, this is the way it looks. So I would just say this: everyone in the movie gave their A game. Let me repeat this: everybody in this movie gave their A game, and you can tell, you know, that this was the final send off for a lot of characters, and the performances that they gave, top notch, top notch. The CG, let me just say this: the CGI killed it. I don't know what happened in Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm not even gonna sit up here and act like I know. But one thing I do know, they spent the majority of Thor: Love and Thunder's budget on this movie. The everything, the CGI, the practical effects, the props, the colors, straight look like it's straight out of a comic book. The colors, the looks, the way that the panels move, the way that you have certain shots, absolutely gorgeous. This was the A game of Marvel Studios, and this is where Marvel Studios has always been in its best. I always said when Marvel Studios fired James Gunn, that was the worst thing they could have done, because James Gunn is a director. No matter what you think about, you know, him as a writer and some of the writing and stuff like that, and maybe some of the jokes or whatever, you can't deny the impact that he makes on film and the way that the movies pop, especially with the superhero genre that we're in now. It's a little bit like the action hero genre, where you used to see all these big budget action films in the slow motion. Bad Boys, you know, Michael Bay, when he did Bad Boys and the slow motion running and all of that. That's where James Gunn really shines at. You know, he brings all these elements, with all of this element with filmography and the way that it's shot. It is absolutely beautiful. Now let me go over some of the cast, and let me tell you exactly what I thought. Chris Pratt, of course, is Peter Quill. Absolutely amazing. He's always, man, Chris Pratt was made for this role. He was made for Star-Lord. And I know a lot of, you know, the comic book fans of the Guardians of the Galaxy, he's not Star-Lord in the movie. Man, he created a character that will stand the test of time. And I guarantee you, if something was to happen to Chris Pratt right now where he's no longer with us, and I'm not knocking on wood, y'all go back and will say, you know what? Chris Pratt was absolutely amazing in those movies. And that made his career. Chris Pratt's career has taken completely off since being a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he does not miss a beat. It's amazing. It's great. I would say, if you have not seen the holiday special, see the holiday special, because it does roll in to this movie. It's like after the holidays, then this movie rolls off. The relationship that he has with everybody on here is at full display, especially with Gamora, with Zoe Saldana. And I'm gonna just tell you this, and this is, like, again, this is non-spoiler, but I do like what they did with her character here. I did like what they really did with her character. They put her in a position where we're not going backwards, we're going forward. And I absolutely love that. And she was the Gamora that we met literally at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy. And that is something that, you know, I absolutely loved about the film. Karen Gillens as Nebula, I mean, what a performance. She doesn't get a lot of credit. What a freaking performance. Nebula is funny is that the character Nebula took Gamora's spot from Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And they basically, that's who she is now. And it's perfect for her character. And it reminds me a little bit of the What If series, when Gamora was featured in that What If series. And again, absolutely amazing. Um, as far as the acting, all of that. Dave Bautista's Drax always. I mean, this dude again, another character that came. A lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy, as far as that team, was made up of non A-list stars. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Zaldana was like a B list. I mean, was like, B minus or something like that. But she wasn't like part of the A list crew. She had a couple of movies here and there, but as far as her star presence and stuff like that, that's where they really shine. And Dave Bautista, again, amazing, hilarious, funny. Oh my God, heartbreaking too. You know what I'm saying? Heartwarming. All of those things. Absolutely great. Bradley Cooper as Rocket. I'm just saying, I'm throwing my hands up to it. This was literally, what's going on, Derpy? I literally almost forgot that he is a talking raccoon. I literally forgot this is a CGI character, and I literally almost forgot. It was that amazing. I mean, the story, Rocket's story, and we all know that his backstory comes into play in this movie and the way that they did his backstory, all of this, man. I mean, it's perfect. And again, if you watch Deadpool 1 and the way that they did the flashbacks for Deadpool 1 while integrating the story, which is a trope that a lot of storytellers do, it's on par because everybody loved Deadpool because the way that they told the story is exactly in that same vein. Absolutely incredible. Derpy, you said no animals was harmed in the making of this movie throughout the entirety of this film. I was just saying, saying that. Yeah, there was no animals that was harmed in this film, but it is very heartbreaking. You know what I mean? It is very heartbreaking with the animals. I saw this last night. What a blast to drop the summer. This literally kicked off the summer blockbuster, and it was amazing. Let me kind of go through this. Palm, I think it's her last name is pronounced Clementif as Mantis. Again, amazing. The way that I love her character because it's a little bit of the silliness, but then it's so much. She's like almost like the mother figure. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get everybody to get along and to have fun. This is Ron. what's up, Ronnie? Talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't have that much time. No. You see, it says non-spoilers. You don't have to worry about it. It's non-spoilers. Yeah, go see it. No spoilers. I'm just talking about the performances and everything before I have to get out of here. But I'm gonna hit you up, Ronnie. Most definitely I'm gonna hit you up. Again, Mantis is amazing. Really good heartwarming scenes with her. How you pronounce his brother's name? I think it's Chiwudi Awuje. Oh my God. Okay, all I'm going to say is thank you, Marvel. Thank you, Marvel, for giving me a villain that's just a villain that just want to do cool and unusual stuff because he just wants to. And that's exactly what I got. What up, Blue? That's exactly what I got. And did he give a performance? I already loved him in Peacemaker, but man, and I know that he's a theatrical actor, and I know James Gunn pulled him. I think he did a lot of things in the UK, and everything. Volume 3 was perfect balance of Volume 1 charm and over the top creativity in Volume 6. Yes, it was like a mashup. It was better than Major's. He was better than Major's performance. There I said it. I would just say that he, as far as a villain, is the villain. I I don't want to say this and make it sound bad, so understand where I'm coming from on this one. It's that Saturday morning cartoon villain that just wants to do evil stuff. But the performance is so theatrical and so intense and so drawn. You get drawn into his performance. Man, one of the best performances everything. The best performance I've seen in a Marvel villain in a long time. I'm talking about just wants to see the world burn. I love it. I love it. It was amazing, 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 amazing. All right. Let me see. Vin Diesel was Groot. He's Groot. So he's Groot. But Groot, man, Groot been pumping iron. I don't know what it is. Groot on them roids. He mocked Rocket crying, bro. Man, I'm not gonna give no spoilers. It's non-spoilers. Non-spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah. But his performance was amazing. Will Poulter as Adam Warlock. All I'm going to say, better than MODOK. That's my man MODOK. Man, y'all better stop hating on my guy MODOK, though. I'm going to just say this. Let me get in front of the camera. Stop hating on my guy MODOK. He was one of the greatest Avengers of all time. But you hate on my guy MODOK. He died for the cause, son. He died, son. But no, it's amazing. It's amazing. His performance was amazing. Will Poulter was awesome. What's up, D Stizzle? What's going on? Stay off my man MODOK, son. You know what I mean? Being MODOK like here, like this, son. But anyway, Will Poulter is so I'm not gonna lie, and I only got like about 4 minutes left. And I kind of wanted to save him to the end anyway. Okay. Will Poulter, because I've been watching him ever since. I can't think of the name of the movie where they went on the road trip. This first time I've seen Will Poulter. I can't think of the name of it, but I would just say this. I'm torn a little bit because his performance in the movie is awesome. I'm not going to lie. His performance for this version of Adam Warlock is amazing, but I will... And there's an explanation, and there's an explanation because if you're not paying attention, you don't catch the explanation. And I'm not going to say it in this non-spoiler review. The way the character acts, there's an explanation for it, and a lot of people are drawn back. So that's why I say I'm kind of torn because I have Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet, I have Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, and an Infinity Crusade. You know what I mean? And yeah, we're the Millers. Yes, thank you, Derpy. We're the Millers. And Will Poulter literally was Adam Warlock for how they use it. Yeah, and I understand why Will Poulter was cast as Adam Warlock and not someone like in a Chris Hemsworth clone. There's a reason for that. And for the reason for that, I'm gonna give James Gunn kudos for that. For the reason. Now, I want to see the character elevate to where he is in the comics as far as basically Space Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? He's Space Jesus in the comics. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are thrown off by that character. If you've seen any of the reviews, I personally, because it was told in the movie, it was explained why he is the way that he is in this movie. I'm not mad at it. Now I gotta see character growth, and that's and I hate that we got Adam Warlock and James Gunn can't do more with him. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. So, all right. Let me see. I'm just happy we finally got characters on the screen. So disappointed he wasn't in Infinity War and Endgame, but this is 6 years later after Endgame. Yeah, absolutely. So Black Evil, Alex Murphy was on point. Oh my God, he was dope. I'm not even gonna hold you, especially me coming from a theater background. you know, where you kind of got to be over the top. You got to enunciate your words when you're, you know, that gravitas that you have to give. And then you give that gravitas like, but I just want you to be free. I just want you to be who you are. Man, it was amazing. Not gonna lie, he killed that. I literally will rewatch that for him because I loved it. One thing about me is I love theatrical performance where it's over the well, I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite actors is Jeff Goldblum. Why? Because he goes full Jeff Goldblum. Nicolas Cage goes full Nick Cage. That's what I came for you to go full who you are. And a lot of actors don't do that. Denzel is one of those. It goes full Denzel. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get that performance when it goes so far into his acting and his method acting, and then that piece of him comes out. Man, killed that. But anyway, that was my non-spoiler my non-spoiler review. Again, I'm gonna do a spoiler review this weekend, so make sure that you come back. I know a couple people want to hook up, and I know Rashad from Popcorn and Your Builders reached out to me and tried to do a non-spoiler review so we could do a group. Blue, I don't know if you've seen the movie or not, if you're still on, but if you want to get on a spoiler review and talk about the movie, hit me up on IG, and we could go ahead and put that together. But man, go and see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Go see it. Perfect send-off. It is an excellent film. And yes, you're gonna get mad because and this is not a non-spoiler. I mean, it's a standalone film. So some people might get mad, but trust me, as a movie-going experience, where you're sitting around and you're eating nachos or popcorn or whatever you're eating, and you want to go see a real, you know, funny movie that's heartbreaking and heartwarming and all the feels all at the same time, go watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm about to get out of here. This is your man Dre Mack. Thank you again for tuning in with me. As always, you know I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so very much. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. I will see y'all on the next video. Man, where my outro at? If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.